What people don't see are the early mornings, the late nights, the lonely hours, the times of doubt, the times when you wonder if any of it is working. All that is invisible. All they see is the moment it finally pops above the surface. But for years, maybe decades, the work was compounding quietly out of sight. I remember the first time someone asked about a friend of mine who'd built a great business. They said, "Jim, did you see what he did last year? Exploded out of nowhere." But I smiled and thought to myself, no, it didn't happen last year. It started years ago with a decision. Then came a plan. Then came the long hours and the learning curve. And all those times he could have quit. Last year was just the year it became too obvious to ignore. See, people admire the finish line, but ignore the starting blocks. They want to celebrate the sprinter as he breaks the tape, but they don't ask how many laps he ran before the crowd ever showed up. It's easy to envy someone's harvest when you never saw them sweating in the fields, planting seeds when there was nothing but bare earth and a bit of hope. Why is it so easy to fall for this illusion? Because in this world, the spotlight finds you late. Success doesn't send out invitations for the hard years. There are no cheering fans when you're practicing in the dark. The crowd only gathers when the lights come on and the results finally speak for themselves. Let me ask, have you ever worked quietly day after day, wondering if anyone noticed? Have you ever planted seeds in your life, maybe in business, maybe in your health, maybe with your family, and felt like nothing was happening? You look at others and it seems like they're sprinting past you. You start to ask, am I doing something wrong? Should it be happening faster? I'll tell you this. Success takes its time, and it hides for a reason. If it came quick, you'd never grow strong enough to keep it. If it showed up on day one, you'd never appreciate what it really costs. The world loves to talk about fast growth, overnight riches, quick transformations, instant breakthroughs. But real success is slow. It's methodical. It's earned in silence while nobody's watching. That's the illusion I want to shatter right here at the beginning. There's no such thing as fast growth, only fast results that come after slow, steady growth. So don't envy the result until you've understood the runway. Don't let someone else's finish line become your starting line. Stay focused on your own journey. Today, I want to take you behind the scenes, past the flash and the headlines, into the real story of how success unfolds. Because when you understand how the long game works, you never get fooled by the surface again. You start to appreciate the quiet years, the patient seasons, the value of giving it time. If you've ever been discouraged by slow progress, remember, people may admire what you build, but only you will know the price. Only you will understand the runway. And here's what you learn. Once you've walked that runway for a while, every lasting success is shaped by the law of gradual gain. Progress is a funny thing. It starts invisible. In the early days, you can't measure it. You can't weigh it. You can barely feel it. But just because you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't happening. Think about planting a tree. For the first season, you might look at that little stick in the ground and wonder if it's even alive. You water it, take care of it, check on it every morning. Nothing much changes. Someone walks by, shrugs, and says, "That's it?" But here's what's happening beneath the surface. Roots are spreading, deepening, anchoring the tree. Strength is building underground before anything breaks the soil. That's how it works with your habits, your skills, your business, your relationships, almost everything of value. In the beginning, the gain is slow. So slow, in fact, most people give up before they get to see it. They want every day to pay off right now. But the law says, keep showing up. Keep stacking those small wins, one on top of the other. When I first started speaking, my audience was sometimes two people. One of them was the janitor. I drove across town for an hour just to give a seminar in someone's living room. At the end, I'd pack up my materials, thank everyone, and drive home, wondering if it made any difference at all. There was no applause, no spotlight, no evidence of progress. But looking back, those were the crucial days. Every talk made me a little better, even if nobody noticed. Every small victory added up, even if the results didn't show up right away. You see, the law of gradual gain says that consistency compounds. One good decision won't change your life, but 1,000 good decisions stacked together, that'll change everything. Success isn't built in a weekend. It's built in the quiet weeks, the long months, the years you think are empty. People often ask, how do you stay motivated when you can't see results? The answer is, you trust the law. You understand that progress is happening, even when it's not obvious. You keep going, knowing that the gain is real, even if it's invisible right now. And here's the secret. One day you wake up and suddenly everyone else can see it too. They'll say, where did that come from? How did you get so good? And you'll know. It came from the days nobody saw. I've watched it happen in every field. The young salesperson who learns the script and makes the calls day after day. Nothing seems to change, but then the phone starts ringing back. The student who studies a little extra each night. No fireworks, no fanfare, but suddenly the grades climb, the doors open. The parent who keeps showing up, keeps teaching, keeps loving, quietly, steadily, until one day, the family stands tall. If you're in that season right now, where you're doing the work and not seeing the gain, don't lose heart. That's how it's supposed to feel. The roots are growing. The habits are compounding. Progress, by its nature, is patient. It stacks quietly, day by day, until the pile is too big to ignore. You have to believe in gradual gain. You have to get excited about the little wins, the healthy meal, the saved dollar, the extra phone call, the kind word. Celebrate the steps, not just the summit, because the steps are where the gain hides. So today, if you're waiting for visible results, let me remind you, the law is working. Consistency, discipline, and small improvements will deliver. They always do. Give it time, and the gain will show. And if you ever doubt it, just look to nature for a lesson. Life runs in cycles. There are seasons to every worthwhile pursuit, just like there are seasons in nature. And every long-term goal, every big dream, every great achievement passes through 3 distinct seasons: planting, tending, and harvest. Most people love the idea of harvest. They picture the day when the rewards show up, when the results are finally there for all to see. That's what draws people in, the promise of the payoff. But not many folks sign up for the planting season. Fewer still have the patience to endure the long, uncertain days of tending. Planting is exciting at first. There's hope in the air. You've got the new idea, the fresh energy, the clear vision. You go out, prepare the ground, sow the seeds. That's the season of starting, a season of enthusiasm, optimism, and promise. But here's the secret. The planting season is short compared to the next one. The tending season, that's where character is built. It's when you wake up day after day and do the work, even though there's nothing to show for it yet. It's watering the ground, pulling weeds, protecting your crop from the storm. It's the late nights, the early mornings, the hours spent wondering if it's worth it. You start asking, when will I see results? How much longer is this going to take?